So last week was an exciting time in gaming with the Game Awards premiering a bunch of new games. I was especially surprised that we are actually getting sequels to Remnant from the Ashes and Death Stranding, as I thought those games wouldn't get the attention they needed for a sequel, and I thoroughly enjoyed them both, so I'm super happy about that. But that's not even talking about Final Fantasy XVI and its new trailer, because as a big Final Fantasy fan, that trailer was so next level and next year definitely can't come soon enough. But for us, finally getting a global release announcement for Blue Protocol is one of the most exciting things from these recent announcements. Of course, we're pretty excited to see what the future holds for Blue Protocol, as we've been waiting a very long time to finally get confirmation of a Western release, and with the interest in the game itself, the developers have been releasing new trailers and information recently. I think one of the most interesting trailers that has been released recently is What is Blue Protocol, which gives us not only new footage but also an overview of the game and gameplay itself. So let's go through it and break it down. I have already said how I'm super excited for the new Remnant game, Death Stranding 2 and Final Fantasy XVI, but what games are you excited for heading into 2023? We definitely have some potential big hits with the new Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game, with Bethesda's Starfield, and more, so tell us what you're excited for down below in the comments. But let's get into the new trailer, as it's looking pretty good and got us super hyped for Blue Protocol. The main focus of the trailer is a general overview of the game, and it goes over the story, activities, and player customization. It's really nice to have a clear indication of the story, because before this trailer we only had poorly translated versions to go off. Within the trailer, it details that we wake up 2,000 years into the future without our memories, and we've been thrown into conflict which has been raging the whole time we've been gone. This isn't the biggest problem though, because at the planet's core a powerful monster has awakened and it's threatening to destroy the world. In typical anime storyline fashion, we have to regain our memories and team up with other characters in order to save the world. It seems that time travel, or time as a whole, will play an important factor in the overall story, as the trailer does mention that the past is threatening the future, so it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. I do know that some people don't like storylines with time travel, because it means the writers can essentially use time travel as a cop-out to fix any problems or holes in the story, but I like it because of the weird paradoxes and crazy stuff that can happen. It is definitely one of those things though where the more you think about it, the less it makes sense, but hey, it worked for Back to the Future, so maybe it will work here too. We also got a glimpse at a few different areas that we're actually going to be able to explore in the game. We've already seen a desert village looking area, but also in other trailers a massive modern looking town, and personally I can't wait to have group meetups in this town, considering the game is an MMO, so we should be able to group up with our friends anywhere in the world. It is nice to see that there is a good variety of environments, as one of the worst things an MMO can do is have samey areas everywhere with nothing looking unique. So hopefully with these varied environments there'll be lots of new areas to explore for the first time, and it'll be very enjoyable and won't get boring fast. With a massively multiplayer game, the wow factor of it can be a big thing while exploring, so hopefully these varied areas will be really fun and great to explore. However, we do know from previous trailers and the Japanese developer live streams that Blue Protocol will have 5 different classes for us to use. There seems to be a great mix of range and melee within the classes, and they all have different skill trees and abilities for us as the player to choose and make our own. The trailer gives us a closer look at these classes in action and mentions that we will need to make synergies with other players and their classes to have success in Blue Protocol. The new footage does show a lot of the Twin Striker classes, which is kind of similar to the dual blades from Monster Hunter, and looking at the gameplay of this trailer, the footage has me torn if I should pick the Twin Striker or the Spellcaster, because normally I love to play a magic spellcaster, but the Twin Striker is looking super flashy and seriously cool, so I'm struggling to choose here, and I'd love to know if you guys are eyeing up any class in particular and which one you're going to pick. Now that we have more footage in these new trailers, has your opinion changed on the class that you had your heart set on? It looks like making your character as unique as possible and having your own character identity is going to be a big part of Blue Protocol, as within the trailer it mentions that players will be able to change their armor, clothes, and mounts to suit their own style. We're guessing that they'll allow us to have armor with our core stats for class building, but also wear cosmetic clothes on top so we can change and fashion ourselves however we want. We do already know that the game will feature a very in-depth character creator with a ton of different options, and because the game is free to play, it's in the developer's interest to ensure that the cosmetics are as cool as possible. I'm definitely going to need to get some kind of red and black mount, because obviously it looks great, but also Also, everyone knows that red makes things go faster, right? Towards the end of the trailer though, we did get a quick mention of some of the activities, such as dungeons, with the developers saying that we will need to create alliances with other teams to take on Blue Protocol's toughest challenges. We're hoping that the endgame content for Blue Protocol is good, as that's where many MMOs recently have fallen flat. There will however be another developer livestream happening this week on December 15th, so we should be getting even more information about the game then, and of course we here on the channel will keep you updated on what's happening in Blue Protocol, so make sure to click like and subscribe down below so you don't miss out. The two videos on screen now we think you'll really enjoy if you did enjoy this one. Of course you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you enjoy these gaming news updates from us, then you're probably going to enjoy these on the screen now. And then tell us what you think after watching in the comments down below.